Welcome to Rainbow Spotlight's exclusive journey into the lives of the most influential LGBTQ+ billionaires who have reshaped industries and redefined success. From David Geffen's entertainment empire to Peter Thiel's tech revolution, these moguls aren't just wealthy, they're changing how the world does business. Tim Cook turned Apple into the world's most valuable company while breaking glass ceilings. Giorgio Armani revolutionized fashion with his timeless elegance, and Michael Kors made luxury accessible to all. These trailblazers prove that authenticity and success go hand in hand, building empires while staying true to themselves. Join us as we explore the fabulous lives, stunning achievements, and incredible influence of these LGBTQ+ icons, who aren't just making money, they're making history. Number 1. David Geffen. Giorgio Armani, darling. Imagine turning a medical career dropout into a $7.8 billion fashion empire. That's right, queens. Before Giorgio was dressing Hollywood's elite, he was studying medicine. But thank the fashion gods, he decided stethoscopes weren't chic enough for his taste. Speaking of taste, let's talk about how this Italian-style icon lives. His private island in Pantelleria? Honey, it makes Emily in Paris look like a budget motel when he's not designing in his Milan palazzo, which is basically a museum where he actually lives. He's cruising on his 213-foot super yacht named Maine, because when you're this rich, you can name your boat anything you want. But here's the juicy part. In the 80s, Giorgio didn't just design clothes, he invented power dressing. Remember those iconic suits in American Gigolo? That was all him, sweeties. As he famously quipped, "I was the first to soften men's clothing and add a touch of femininity." The fashion revolution we didn't know we needed. His approach to life is as luxurious as his designs. At 89, he's still the king of his empire, proving age is just a number and fabulousness is eternal. Elegance is not about being noticed, he says. It's about being remembered. And trust me, with a billion-dollar fortune and stores in every major city, he's unforgettable. Living between his multiple homes, each one more gorgeous than the last, Giorgio proves that staying true to your vision pays off, literally. And his commitment to the LGBTQ+ community, he's been quietly supporting equality while making everyone look stunning. Want to hear about his legendary Fashion Week parties? Stay tuned, and don't forget to drop a comment telling us your favorite Armani moment. Mine? When he banned models with BMIs below 18, serving looks and responsibility. Ready for our final fashion icon story? Trust me, it's worth the wait. Number 2. Hey gorgeous souls. Can you believe there's someone who turned rejecting the 9-to-5 life into a $9.5 billion empire? Honey, meet David Geffen, the Brooklyn boy who said nah to college and yas to building an entertainment kingdom. And let me tell you, this story is juicier than your favorite reality show. Picture this, a young, ambitious queen in the William Morris agency mailroom, faking his UCLA degree. Scandalous, I know, but making up for it with enough charm and hustle to fill Madison Square Garden. Like many of us trying to make it while being fabulous, David knew sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. But here's where it gets wild. This same mailroom maverick went on to become the sugar daddy of the music industry. From launching Cher's career, and yes, they dated before he came out, the plot twists, to signing Eagles and Aerosmith, David turned everything he touched into gold. His Malibu beach house parties, legendary. Think of them as the Met Gala meets Coachella, but with better drama. Want the tea on building a billion-dollar empire? While we're scraping together brunch money, David's out here casually buying a $300 million yacht named Rising Sun. Subtle, right? His art collection? Worth $2 billion and probably better curated than the Met. But here's the gag. He's giving most of it away to charity. As he says, money is like good lighting, essential but not the main show. Living his best life in his $54 million penthouse overlooking Central Park, because why have one fabulous home when you can have several? David proves that being true to yourself is the ultimate power move. His coming out story, as perfectly timed as his business deals, when he was already too rich and powerful for anyone to say boo. Isn't it fabulous how a college dropout became Hollywood's fairy godfather? But wait till you hear about our next mogul. Their story is even more dramatic. Keep watching, beautiful people. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more tea about our community's biggest success stories. Drop a comment below with your favorite David Geffen power move. Mine? Definitely buying a yacht bigger than most hotels. Until next time, stay fabulous and remember, dream big and sparkle brighter. Beauty. Number 3. Michael Kors. Let me introduce you to Michael Kors, the king of accessible luxury who turned jet-set glamour into a $600 million empire. Oh, honey, if you thought Project Runway was his biggest claim to fame, buckle up because this tea is piping hot. Born Carl Anderson Jr., yes, Queens, Michael Kors is his reinvented name. We love a rebranding moment. He started designing and selling clothes from his parents' basement. Talk about a glow-up. Picture this. A 5-year-old who told his mom her wedding dress needed editing. The audacity. But that early eye for fashion turned him into the designer who made luxury handbags, something you could actually afford without selling your kidney. As he says, "I'm a fashion designer who believes in fashion for everyone. Democratic fashion, we love to see it. But here's where it gets juicy. While other designers were making clothes for stick-thin models, Michael was out here celebrating curves and real bodies. His Fashion Week shows, more diverse than a United Nations meeting. And those signature one-liners from Project Runway, pure gold. That looks like a pilgrim at a funeral, remains iconic. Living in his $17 million West Village penthouse and his beach house in Florida, because one fabulous home isn't enough, darling. Michael proves that taste and success go hand in hand. And his wedding to Lance Lepere, goals. They got married barefoot on Southampton Beach, serving casual elegance realness. The best part? While other designers take themselves too seriously, Michael keeps it real. "I've seen enough serious fashion," he says. "I want to have fun," and fun he has. With stores worldwide, a lifestyle empire, and those iconic oversized sunglasses that have become his trademark. Want to know how he celebrated paying off his company's debt? By ringing the NYSE bell in a suit and sneakers. Because comfort and style aren't mutually exclusive, sweeties. Drop a comment below with your favorite Michael Kors moment or design. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more fabulous stories about our community's biggest success stories. Next up, another fashion icon who's redefining luxury. Stay tuned. Luxury. Number 4. Sir Elton John. Let's spill the fabulous tea about Sir Elton John, darling. The Rocket Man himself with a dazzling $550 million fortune. Can you believe this piano prodigy turned glitter god started as Reggie Dwight from Pinner? Honey, talk about a metamorphosis. From playing pubs for pocket change to selling out stadiums in crystal-encrusted suits. Now that's what I call a glow-up. But here's where it gets juicy. This icon doesn't just own costumes. He has an entire climate-controlled vault for them. We're talking 250,000 pieces of the most outrageous, bedazzled, feathered fashion you've ever seen. His glasses collection alone? Over 200,000 pairs, darlings. As he says, I wasn't made for subtle. Speaking of not being subtle, let's talk about how this queen lives. His Windsor estate? Think Versailles meets rock and roll heaven. When he's not there, he's bouncing between his Venice Palazzo, Atlanta penthouse, or Nice villa. Because one fabulous home is never enough. And his art collection makes most museums look like a garage sale. The most iconic part? His spending habits are as legendary as his music. Once dropped $400,000 in one day on flowers because, and I quote, "I like flowers." That's the kind of energy we need in 2024. But don't worry. He's also raised over $600 million for AIDS research through his foundation. Serving looks while saving lives. His parties? Legendary. His 50th birthday saw him dressed as Louis XIV with a powdered wig that needed its own doorway. And that's not even his most extra moment. When asked about retirement, he said, "More sequins, darling. That's the spirit." Want to hear about the time he ordered separate hotel rooms for his sunglasses? Stay tuned. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more fabulous stories about our community's icons. Drop a comment below with your favorite Elton Luke. Mine's definitely the Donald Duck costume at Central Park. Piano sparkles crown. Number 5. Tim Cook, the tech world's most powerful CEO. Oh honey, if you think running the world's first trillion-dollar company is impressive, wait till you hear how this Alabama boy turned Apple into his personal empire. Standing at the helm of Apple with a cool $2.1 billion net worth, Tim isn't just breaking glass ceilings, he's shattering them with rose gold iPhones. Picture this: a small-town guy who went from working at IBM, boring, to becoming Steve Jobs' hand-picked successor, fierce. But here's the gag. When he came out in 2014, he didn't just open the closet door, he kicked it down and turned it into an Apple store. As he famously said, "I'm proud to be gay, and I consider being gay among the greatest gifts God has given me." Talk about a power move. Y'all won't believe his daily routine. Waking up at 3:45 a.m., the dedication, hitting the gym before most of us hit snooze, and running Apple while making more money in an hour than most make in a year. And his office at Apple Park? Imagine a $5 billion spaceship filled with the latest tech toys. It's basically Stark Tower but gayer. But here's what makes Tim truly iconic. While other CEOs are buying mega yachts, he's pledged to give away his entire fortune. Living in his relatively modest $2.3 million Palo Alto home, modest by billionaire standards, darling, he proves that real power isn't about flaunting wealth. It's about changing the world while looking fabulous doing it. Want to hear the best part? Under his leadership, Apple has become the most LGBTQ+ friendly tech company in the world. Those rainbow Apple Watch bands? His idea. That's right, he made Pride profitable, sweeties. The tea doesn't stop here. Stay tuned for our next Billionaires story, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more fabulous content about our community's most successful icons. Drop a comment below with your favorite Tim Cook moment. Mine is definitely when he shut down an anti-LGBTQ+ shareholder with "If you want me to make decisions based on ROI, sell your Apple stock." The shade of it all. Number 6. Peter Thiel, the tech world's most intriguing billionaire. Y'all imagine a chess prodigy who turned PayPal from a palm payment system into a global money empire. And honey, that's just the appetizer in this feast of success. With a net worth of $7.9 billion, Peter isn't just rich. He's "I can fund your startup while sipping margaritas on my private island" rich. Speaking of tea, let's talk about how this Silicon Valley maverick lives. When he's not disrupting industries from his $27 million San Francisco mansion, which is basically a Bond villain lair with better Wi-Fi, he's planning to build floating cities. Yes, you heard that right, floating cities. As he says, why settle for changing the world when you can build a new one? But here's where it gets juicy. Remember when he single-handedly ended Gawker by funding Hulk Hogan's lawsuit? That's the kind of power move that makes other billionaires clutch their pearls. And his investment in Facebook? He gave Mark Zuckerberg $500,000 for 10% of the company, back when it was just a college project. Talk about having an eye for potential. His approach to wealth? Absolutely iconic. While other tech bros are buying sports teams, Peter's investing in companies trying to defeat death itself. Yes, queens, he's literally trying to live forever. Death is a problem that needs to be solved, he says. The drama, the ambition, the sheer audacity, living between his mansions in Miami, tax benefits, darling, and Hawaii, because why not? Peter proves that being an out-billionaire in tech isn't just possible, it's profitable. His famous quote, "Competition is for losers." And with that portfolio, who are we to argue? Want to hear about how he's planning to disrupt aging itself? Stay tuned, because this story gets even more wild. And don't forget to drop a comment below telling us what you'd do with billion-dollar tech money. Personally, I'm Team Floating Cities. Star money. From entertainment to tech, fashion to music, these incredible moguls show us that success knows no boundaries when you embrace your authentic self. Their combined wealth may be in the billions, but their impact on LGBTQ+ representation in business is truly priceless. They've not only built empires, but also paved the way for future generations of LGBTQ+ entrepreneurs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our Rainbow Spotlight family for more inspiring stories about LGBTQ+ success and achievement. Drop a comment below, telling us which fabulous billionaire story inspired you the most. Until next time, stay fierce and dream big.